Well, guys, I'm gonna be getting ready to get up from here and get myself dressed pretty soon because I have a very early church day. But I've been doing some research. I've been looking at a few things because I always follow what's happening with the American food system because I have to go to the stores and buy the food to eat. You want to be healthy, you don't want to get sick. So let me see if I can find my glasses. I need to find my glasses. But I just want to tell you something. I hope they don't take me off, but I'm going to tell you what's going on. Um, Meat from outside countries cannot come into the U.S. anymore because of diseases of, different meats from different countries. And I'm just Googling it. It says, why can't you bring meat from the other countries? It says the United States does not allow travelers to bring back cattle, swine, sheep, goat, or any other meat, canned meat, cured meat. No meat can come from other countries. And it says because there is a serious livestock disease. It's called foot and mouth disease. And bovine spongiform BSE, swine vascular disease, encephalopathy. Encephalopathy. I forget what they call that. It's a disease with the encephalus. It's a disease that's been going around. I can't think of the name of it, but now they make you get a shot for it. It's a disease of the brain. But they said because of bovine foot and mouth disease, they are not allowing people to bring meats from outside countries, right? International travelers cannot bring no cattle or no kind, nothing here, goats, nothing. And it says, what meats can you bring into the U.S.? Look, products containing sheep, lamb, or goat will not be allowed entry. Sheep, lamb, and goat. Food products should be commercially packaged, sealed with ingredients listed in English, and the passengers must provide proof of the origin of the beef, pork, or whatever they are bringing into the U.S. It says, why can't you bring meat into the U.S.? Okay. Many fresh, dried, and some canned meats and canned byproducts are prohibited entry into the United States from foreign countries because of the continuing threat and the continuing disease, foot and mouth disease, FMD, bovine spongiform encephalopathy, or mad cow disease, and other animal diseases. They said that there are a bunch of diseases that's sprouting up, that's coming into the country. And they can't bring anything. Packaged meats, you can't bring it in. Travelers can't bring no kind of meats, cured meats, canned meats, tuna. They can't bring nothing from other countries, right? Unless it was smuggled in and people didn't know about it. Because Americans love meat, right? They love meat. So, the United States allows lab-grown meat to be sold to the U.S. consumer. I'm just telling you this. You might catch it on the news, on somebody new. It says lab-grown meats will be able to be sold to U.S. consumers for the first time, with the federal government granting permission for 2 separate businesses to offer these chicken products to people. I don't know the businesses' names, but I'm going to look it up because, we all go to the grocery store. So it says both Upside Food, here it is, Upside Foods and Good Meat said on Wednesday that they had been given permission by the United States Agriculture to produce and sell chicken that has been grown from a cluster of sample animal cells in large metal vats. Upside Food, let me write that down because I got to research this. I'll give you more on it later. And Good Meats are selling lab-grown chickens. Now, I had already heard, I know a couple of years back, you guys heard about they were cloning the pigs, right? And so when they came out with the swine flu, this was before they came out with COVID. I said, I bet you they got that swine flu from cloning the pigs because some of the pigs might not be right. But anyway, I don't want to scare you on a Sunday morning. But it said the approval means that the U.S. becomes just the second country in the world after Singapore to allow the sale of meats grown from animal cells. Singapore is selling lab grown meats. See, what happened is we were getting meats from various countries, as you know, before COVID. We were getting meats from even over from Japan and all these different areas. But because of the climate control and the way the weather is affecting a lot of countries, they don't have the land to grow these animals and different things. So, to raise the animal up to be able to sell the product, because when when the weather and the atmosphere is so bad, there's no land, there's nowhere. You see all these floodings and all this water coming onto the land, it messes up the surface and the texture of the land. Things can't grow properly. So they're trying now in the U.S. to grow these animals uh, inside closed rooms inside a laboratory, and they said they're gonna put the cells together and grow the animals from cells. They're not waiting for the baby to have the baby and then you get the animal, which is the natural way. They're going to be making babies, like you can take some sperm and in vitro into it a person and they grow a baby like that. They finna grow the animals like that too, in vitro fertilization with the baby animals in the cells in the dish to grow the food. So I'm sure somebody gonna have it on TV this week. But my thing to you is, when you get that chicken and you don't know, they may not even put the label on it if it was grown in a, and I believe a label should be on it. You should know if you're eating a chicken that was grown from a dish or that was grown on land from a farm. I would want to know. I would want to know the difference if I'm eating a real chicken or a chicken that's not real, that was grown artificially or that was made from something, because I believe in the way God say things should be. I'm a God-driven woman. I want the baby to come in here where they put it together and they had sex and they made that baby. I want things to come out right. Where the chicken got together and the chicken had sex with the chicken and the rooster and the chicken. That's how I like my food. Give me a real egg or a real chicken. Don't give me no fake. Don't give me somewhere you said, what if you put two men's and two, what if you experiment, anyway, I'm not I'm not gonna go too deep into it, but the whole thing is the world needs more supply. It's more demand than it is supply. That's why when you see the prices going up so high, when you go to the store, it's because there's more of people than there is of what's being produced from the offsprings of the animals and the chickens and the different things. And so now you see a lot of people are eating vegan because you just don't know what you're getting when you get the meats. So anyway, this is something I'll be researching and we'll be going further into detail. I may even make a whole list on healthy eating, but I just don't want to do too much into that because I don't want to be buying off of YouTube. You too much don't want to get into what's going on, but I do want to keep up with what's good in the news to know, especially when it comes to our health. All right, thank you so much for chiming in. Have a great Sunday.